Hello and welcome to the third episode of Pete's Beginner's Guide to Fat Loss. In today's episode, I'm going to show you 3 simple tricks I use to enable me to keep my calories low and my diet easy and sustainable. I'm also going to show you my week 2 results and how I'm going to progress further into week 3. Step 1 is going to be fasting. I made a video about 24-hour fasting before. If you haven't seen that and you are interested in fasting, I would highly suggest going to check that out. But what I'm talking about today is going to be intermittent fasting. I treat intermittent fasting like I treat most things, not too seriously, but basically I just try and push my breakfast as late into the day as possible. We were told as kids breakfast is the most important meal for the day, but when it comes to dieting, I think going to bed hungry is the hardest part of making a diet sustainable. It's in the evening when we're more likely to veer off our diets. So for me, pushing breakfast is definitely key to success in a diet. Tips and tricks on how to do this. I find just getting up and being a bit active definitely helps keep me satiated and feeling full in the morning. Also drinking lots of water and hydration, a cold shower, and if you drink coffee, drinking caffeine can definitely suppress your appetite as well. If you've never experimented with intermittent fasting, why not give it a go? There are many health benefits to fasting as well, so implementing it into the day can definitely help with your dieting phase. One thing I'd like to clear up is intermittent fasting is not a magic pill. It is not because you're intermittent fasting that you are burning lots of calories and that's the reason you're losing lots of weight and succeeding in your diet. The reason any diet is successful is because you are in a calorie deficit. It's the calorie deficit that creates the fat loss, not the keto, not the vegan, not the intermittent fasting, not the magic pill. It is the calorie deficit alone. But yeah, eating in a specific eating window such with intermittent fasting definitely enables me to keep my calories low, as it is in the evening where I'm usually feel like I need to splurge and need to eat, and if I've got all my 2,500 calories to eat in the evening, I go to bed feeling very full and satiated. So I suggest giving that a try. Second is going to be food swaps. Like many things in life, it's the little things that make the big difference, and that could not be more true when it comes to food selection and food choices. And making some simple food switches in your daily routine can make a huge impact on your diet. So I've made a list of my favorite ones that I've incorporated. They are all plant-based options, as I am plant-based, but if you're not plant-based, there may probably be even more versions out there for you. Our options are a little more limited, but I found the ones that really do help my diet succeed, and they are as follows. PB2. PB2 is the food of the gods. It is basically peanut butter, little less fat, a lot more protein. So for example, 100 grams of peanut butter is 596 calories and 29 grams of protein, whereas PB2 is 426 calories and 45 grams of protein. You can make so much out of this. I use it to put on my porridge, my oats and stuff like that. It's absolute lifesaver. Other food swaps I have made while I am dieting: protein bread, which is called Profusion. This enables you to keep your protein intake high as well. It's very nice and very satiating. It's good to also have as a snack. Compared to regular bread, Profusion has 20 grams of protein for 2 slices. Protein, as I talked about in the previous episode, not only helps keep you satiated and your muscles from breaking down, it also has more of an thermic effect, which means your body basically burns more calories digesting it. It's good to incorporate high protein foods when you are dieting, as essentially you burn more calories eating them. I also swap regular pasta for edamame pasta. Edamame pasta for 100 grams has 345 calories and 42 grams of protein. It's absolutely delicious. I also have skinny syrup, which I've never actually had before, but these skinny syrups are delicious and they're absolutely 0 calories. You can put them on oatmeal or pancakes or waffles, or just drink it straight out the tub. This stuff is delicious. There's lots of different ones. There's Walden Farms as well, and they do sweet and savory sauces. And sauces may not seem like a big deal, but if you use sauces regularly, these are the kind of little things that really do add up. So I really would suggest getting sugar-free or calorie-free options just while you're on the dieting phase. I don't use these things when I'm not dieting. Knowing that you can pull out sugar-free and fat-free versions of sauces definitely help you to cut the calories when needed. Also find hot chocolate is fantastic for when you are hungry dieting. I really struggle to find a nice tasting plant-based one that is low calorie, but we actually got this off Loretta's mum. It's called Nick's Choco Drink, and it is actually delicious. Sometimes when you really want something sweet when you're dieting, just having like a 40-calorie hot chocolate can be enough, rather than raiding the chocolate cupboard. Other mini swaps I would also suggest is not drinking milk in your tea and coffee. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does add up. If you put sugar in anything, try not to have sugar or use sweetener. If you drink regular pop, drink diet pop. And I think that's all the swaps I've made. There's probably hundreds more out, but that's the swaps I've been making the past week, and they've really made it easy and sustainable to keep my calories low. And the third step after the calorie swap would be to make high voluminous, low calorie meals. These are once again to help keep you satiated and feeling full, but not costing you all your calorie intake. We've been eating a lot of stir fries, soup, the high protein pasta as I said before with vegetables. Also oatmeal is probably the greatest food in the world. Honestly, we always have this discussion of if you had your last meal, what would it be? And no joking, mine would be oatmeal. I absolutely love it. It's so versatile and it's so filling. A 500 calorie bowl of oatmeal is literally like this big. Also custard is fantastic as well. A big bowl of custard is so low calorie, so yeah, it's another good food swap to have there. For me, when I'm dieting, the hungry feeling is what is probably going to make you quit the diet. So anything you can do to help you feel satiated and full, implementing these food swaps and incorporating high voluminous food should help keep you satiated and satisfied, because the name of the game is keeping to that calorie deficit, which is going to keep you reaching your goal. So now we need to get to the week 2 progress. So here I am, week 0, here I am, week 2. See, once again, the change isn't too drastic. I have lost another pound, so I'm now weighing in this morning at 163.6. So that is essentially a 4 pound weight loss in 2 weeks, which I'm very happy with. You may not see too much difference in the pictures. I am already actually pretty lean. I know I don't look too great in the pictures, but these are taken first thing in the morning, completely relaxed with bad lighting. I'll put a picture up that I took as well of me just tensing. You can see I still have abs. So my goal would be to try and get another 3 pounds in the next 2 weeks, and I'd be very satisfied. 163 is kind of roughly where I normally sit at. Getting down to 160 would actually be a really big achievement for me, because that would be the leanest I've been in a very long time. So this is me trying to be accountable now. Going forward, I'm going to start dropping my calories again. So they're around 25 to 2400 this week. I'm going to drop them down to 2200. This week I've also been walking at least 10,000 steps. So yeah, I'm going to start lowering my calories and increasing my output, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks I can get as lean as possible, and then we're going to call it a day. One thing I've learned is dieting in winter definitely sucks. 2 reasons for this is you're indoors all the time because it's friggin' freezing outside, so the temptation to eat food is very high, and 2, going outside to do your cardio is very off-putting because it's so cold outside. So yeah, this is probably I hope you guys are finding these videos informative and beneficial, because if I wasn't making these, I would have sacked off this diet about 2 weeks ago. I'm committed now. I'm going to try and get as lean as possible in the next couple of weeks. If you have any food choices or swaps you think everyone should know about, pop them in the comments below. I'd always love to hear them. Please drop the video a like if you found it informative, or just drop it a like because you're a cool guy. And if you're new, please subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means the absolute world. And for the others of you dieting along at home, I hope you're doing well, and I will see you guys in the next one.